Symbolic interaction is an approach to the creation of meaning. It comes from the ideas of George Herbert Mead as interpreted through his student, Herbert Blumer, who wrote about them in his 1969 book, Symbolic Interactionism, Perspective and Method. And in that book, he took Mead's ideas and made them his own, really, and created what we know today as symbolic interactionism. Interactionism is based on three premises. The first premise is that people act toward things on the basis of the meaning those things have for them. And the word things is very general. It could be laptops, animals, could include people. It can also include abstract concepts such as freedom, honesty. So the idea is that we act toward these things on the basis of what they mean for us. If we're looking for a place to sit down, a table is as good as a chair. A rock will also work. So we create meaning in our actions toward things in our world. So far, this is not so different from other perspectives like social constructionism or phenomenology. But what makes symbolic interactionism differ is the second premise, which says that the meanings of things come from social interaction. So meanings don't exist naturally, they are inherent in things, but they're created through the process of social interaction. So if I go to teach a class, for example, the meaning of that class is the result of our interaction with the students. I come in with one set of ideas, students come in with other sets of ideas, and the resulting meaning of the class is somewhere in between as a consequence of us interacting together. The third premise takes it a little bit further. It says that the meanings of things depend on interpretation during interaction. And this involves the ability to see ourselves as objects. So we have meanings in mind. We reflect on those meanings on the basis of interactions with other people, and we see ourselves through an internal conversation. We rehearse meanings, we adjust, we can change our minds. And so this explains, for instance, why someone who grew up thinking that dogs were dirty, dogs weren't allowed in the house, can come eventually to see that dogs are loving, sentient beings treated as family members. This can also explain how someone who grew up eating steak and spare ribs can come to see animals as sentient beings who don't belong on our dinner plates. So this ability to see ourselves and reflect on our actions has long been attributed solely to human beings. But in recent years, it's become clear that animals such as dolphins and great apes, for sure, and many other species too, also possess this ability. So it's been applied to other species too. For instance, we have a cat in my house who carries around a particular sock at night. It's a particular black sock that has a meaning for her that's unlike other socks. We could scatter socks throughout the house and she would still pick up only this black sock and walk around with it in her mouth. So it has lots of applications for human animal studies and anthrozoology. If you'd like to learn more about it, I'd direct you to start with Herbert Blumer's book. Again, it's Symbolic Interactionism, Perspective and Method. And that first chapter in particular will put you on a solid footing. This is Leslie Irvine signing off from Boulder, Colorado.